Good morning, heroes, and welcome back to Azeroth. Alright, so we are doing some Ascension WoW. We are going to get our Necromancer leveled up a little bit more. We actually now have access to a third summon. And I want to do... we'll do an archer. Why not? So we'll actually bring back out the command skeletal archers. What does this do? Command your undead to focus their attacks on the target. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. Okay. So our goal today is to get as many dungeons as we can done, as well as get some more levels and questing in. Yeah, I mean we've been having a blast with the Oh, they're stacked on top of each other. I wonder why it's doing that. What if I change that guy to an archer and this guy to a frost mage? There we go. I just don't want them like standing on top of each other. Since there's no icon for us to look at. All right, so we are looking at. We picked up a whole bunch of stuff, so it's basically just take everything out. Oof, zoom way out. Okay. Actually, I'm going to change that to 4. Change that to 5. There we go. Because what I want to do is bounce between these two, proc these when I can. Like, all this should be procced when we can. So, like, basically go here. Because that's how I'm going to get AoE damage out. You know, this, yes, costs more of our runic power every time I cast it. But it also allows me to start hitting harder and hitting multiple targets. Throwing knife, okay. Break that down, don't need it. And boop. That's one thing we could work on today is getting our enchanting and our tailoring up. Tailoring, we're already at 100. We need, we need, wool. So I really need to go figure out where we can farm wool from. And then, for enchanting, it's just we need to enchant stuff. Okay. I think we can get wool if we move over to Duskwood. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where I think it would be. Okay, none of that is what we want. Do 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 do. Two of 3 on the stringy vulture meat. I'm kind of mad, man. We were playing I was playing Path of Exile yesterday, that they were doing a drop for a pet that you can get if you watch the stream, which I was watching the stream. And you had to watch for 3 hours in order to get this pet, which is a ridiculously long time to watch just to get something. But I got it, I unlocked it, and yet for some reason, it's not in my account. So, I don't know who I'm supposed to contact for that. It is but a wee frustrating. Okay. For Gortusk, we still need the livers. There's 4, so we need 4 more. Ooh. Ooh. Charge strongbox. Nothing we can wear. Now for vulture meat, we only need 1. That birdie did not give it to us. Three more. There we go, we're done with that. Ogre Mage Staff. Strength, but -4. Yeah, that's 100%. Hold on. I need to know what that looks like. Oh, they could have made the head of it look more like a mace. That would have been dope. This requires a disenchant level of what? Okay, we'll hold on to that so we can disenchant it later. Two more. Now, we were talking last time that these 2 skills are what we're going to boost. Ice Barrage and Arctic Blast, because they use very similar nodes going down towards the bottom. I think those are going to be the 2 primary focus skills that we need. Because Arctic Blast, you can get to kind of reduce the cooldown, but also get it to hit multiple targets and hit way harder, and there's a lot you can do with it. And then with Ice Barrage, you can get it to also proc a lot of neat skills. So 7, 1 more. There we go. Alright, so now we need the Ochre. Ochre comes from over here, and then the Murloc Eyes we can get from over here. Even though it says it's all along here, there's actually Murlocs up over here too. So we can actually turn in the Gortusk liver pie. So we'll go turn that in real fast, since we're going to be right here. We can grab Ochre from the... Oh no, they just want us to harvest Watchers. Nice, okay.
Hello. Be careful.
And there's a new cooking recipe for us. Well, they extended the beta, so if you guys are wanting to try these classes for free, they extended it until the... Somebody was out here just recently. They extended it until the 11th. So, if you guys like to jump in and check out the classes, see what it is you like, if anything. Okay, yeah. So, we need the Watchers, and they give us the Ochre as well. Yeah, so it is available now until the 11th. They have also upped the cap to 55 instead of 35. Apparently, some people got upset because they didn't announce that there was going to be a cap for this one. And so people were like, oh, cool, awesome, yeah, we will do that. And everybody thought that they were going to get to test it until 60. And then they got capped at 35. So a lot of people got upset about it, complained about it, and so they bumped it to 55 and extended the time frame. So if you did play and you got to 35, you can now go back in and play until 55. Then when the beta is over, those characters will get ported over into COA, which is what I'm playing right now, instead of the beta. We need null pulls while we're out here. So we will take out some nulls. One of the things that as someone who first started playing this game and really didn't know much about like Dungeons and Dragons, it's great to see when you're running around and they don't call them nulls in certain areas. It was like Devin and I were playing not too long ago, and we heard the hyena laugh and we were fighting them, and I was like, you know what this reminds me of? I was like, what? And it reminds me of a null. It reminds me of the half hyena, half humanoid nulls. Then we went to another encamp. Hernan, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it, partner. My mages bit the dust. But yeah, so it's really fun to know when you're playing a game and you can use knowledge from playing D&D and be like, that's what that creature is. It's good. Still have harvesters. So we ended up getting all of ochre? Yeah, we did. So we need the Murloc eyes, which we can just go right down here to get. It wants you to go traverse this whole coastline. Don't need to do that. Literally can just walk down here and then come back up and get more harvesters. So I have a feeling dungeons may be a little rough today. Looks like we're waiting on a tank for 13 minutes now. Really? Downside to AoE attacks. 'Cause A 1, a 2. Hernan. I'm not, yeah. Ghost Runner. Level. Still only have one eye though. There we go, got all 3. Now we just need the Watchers. Ugh. But we're now level 19, almost level 20, which is good. I do want this because we are using Ice Barrage. So this is a necessary one. Command style is... Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that now. Instant cast. I don't think we're going to use this. Do I need this one for anything? So if I use Bone Freeze... I could do this one, which will allow Ice Barrage to do more damage from it. Death heal and generates 40. See, that's hard because I want Ice Barrage to do more damage, but Ice Barrage is only single target. So having this freeze 3 enemies. Oh no, it won't. It won't. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it on my bar and we'll try if we ever get in a dungeon. So we want to go do the Watchers. So any of these farms, you can find Watchers in them. See? Accept every quest you'll give me, buddy. Especially since somebody in here has the aura active. That's a lot of XP for us. So just bear in mind, we're walking in at 19. Let's see how we leave. And then we need to move these guys onto Assault. I will say, I have gone back and looked at our previous build for the Necromancer. And stats have definitely, or not stats, but skills have definitely changed. Our AoE damage is much lower now. This early on. For this party, everybody in here is like 53, 48. They're higher level. We're not even 20. So I don't expect to do the damage they're doing. But altogether, our damage is much lower than it should be. Simply because they did change a lot of the skills. We're honestly in here just getting a freaking free ride. Let's try this. I need to do my thing for Northrend so we can start popping that more often too. Pyromancer heal, that's a DPS Pyromancer. Plus, I'm still trying to figure out like what the actual rotation needs to be. So it's nice having these guys in here because I get to just goof around and figure out what do I want to. You know what I mean? I am tempted to level a Pyromancer. Yes, Mark, it's COA. So this is the actual PCR version of it, not the open beta currently. Only real downside I have right now with this setup is the fact that these guys are so high level, I'm not really getting to test much. So, like, y'all can see, my damage is terrible. Plus, these guys take stuff out so fast that I can't even get into a proper rotation. Ah, that's what's frustrating, man. I can't run and gun, people. And now I got turned in. Now the one we have left is the Divinomatic Rod. So, but 21, so we gained essentially 2 levels. Almost 3 levels. This is a powerful aura. I don't know why it says 7 days left. Almost done with this dungeon.
Let the executions lead.
Honestly, I think the thing that's making me the most upset about the Necromancer is the fact that they changed almost literally the entire way we were doing dungeon or damage. Like, a lot of these casted a little bit faster prior. or they would hit harder for, you know, the cast time evolved. And now I feel like we cast too slow, or we don't hit it. Now again, I'm not expecting to do these guys as numbers. These guys are level 50, level 54, and level 48, and level 56. Like, this dude and this dude are getting close to hitting level 60. This guy is basically 10 away. Probability of me doing that kind of damage right now is not even close. So it's a little frustrating, you know, because I feel like we should be doing more damage, but we're not. And I don't know, maybe I'm building this wrong. By no means an expert on how to build a necromancer, or for that matter, any of the classes I've built on. Yeah, we didn't do bad that attack. Hold on. Yeah, we received it. Okay. That's all I wanted to do. Make sure I got that quest turned in. Because some quests, or some dungeons, they'll be like, oh, hey, if you complete this quest, then we're going to give you another quest. So I didn't know if this was one of those. Alright, so we got up to almost level 23 by doing all that. Level up our skills, please. Power of Professions, reach level 15. Dungeon Finder, reach level 20. Report to the Flight Master. Can't do those three, which is... They really need to take these three off, because we can't do Mystic Enchants. Like, this version of the game is not capable of doing Mystic Enchants. So, please, 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 get rid of it. Okay, we put them back on tank mode. Put us back in Lich form. 20 of these guys to take out. What I really want is to find somebody that can, we can sit down and talk and go through different classes and be like, okay, this is probably the best build for this. This is the best build for that. The beauty of COA, honestly, is if you can figure out your class really, really well, you will discover what makes you do the most damage. I'm not saying that there is, there isn't a best build for anything out there. Rusty harvest golems are not what we want. We want the watchers, which are inside the fields, not those guys. But what I am saying is that once you understand the class that you pick and it makes sense to you, you will out DPS somebody who doesn't know the class as well, even if they're wearing the same gear. And in some cases, you can wear worse gear than somebody who doesn't know the class, and you will still outperform them. The big one, though, like, and this one trips up a lot of people, even for casters, the biggest thing you need to focus on when it comes to gear is your weapon for damage. You can have best in slot everything on the board except a weapon, and you will do less damage than somebody who's got the best in slot weapon and decent gear everywhere else. It just is what it is. Now, it does make it a little rough for some classes that require both melee and ranged weaponry. Just because it gets rough happening to hunt down, say, like a bow and two, one-handed swords. Whereas, like me, I need a staff and a wand. We're over here, so we can turn this in. We got 2 points. Spin. I want that. We're never going to use that. I want that because that increases the health of my summons too. Noxious corpse rot. Disease and enemies slowing their movement speed by 30%, causing 50 plague at the end of the duration. The target explodes, dealing 83 plague damage in a 10-yard radius. Wait, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go there and there. And then I'm gonna grab Bone Scrape. Actually, no. I'd rather... yeah. I'm not gonna use either one of those, so... apply those changes. Back off, Wolf. We are gonna pick this up. Okay. We just need 2 more of those stupid harvesters.
What can I do for you?
Okay, continue. Alright, that gives us another, ooh, we need to sell like crazy. Where is the... Okay, cooking. Not that we're going to use it. What is Fall Deed? Sure, learn that. I don't know where that's going to take us. Captain Sanders' treasure map. Decline. That takes you all over the beach, and I don't care about that one. And that's a cooking recipe. So you end up getting these 2 cooking recipes. They are level 50 cooking, both of them. This one requires you to get the stringy vulture meat, Murloc-eye, gore tusk snouts. This one just needs the livers. And then to show you the difference in buffs, this is the liver pie. Heals you for 378 over 21 seconds. If you spend at least 10 seconds eating, you become well fed, getting 4 stamina and 4 spirit for 30 minutes. And then the other one is, where did it go? Because like I've got, there's that one. Where is the other food? Am I just being blind? What the heck? I'm looking for Westfall stew. There we go. All this does is it gives you way more health, but that's it. So I'd rather get one that gives us a buff. You know what I mean? So take it for what it is. All right, here's our next watcher, and this will actually allow us to hit level 23. Right? 23? Yeah, 23. Then we gotta take out this watcher, and then we just gotta turn everything in. Okay, 23 comes over here, so... let's see. Ice... Okay, damage dealt by undead minions and Ice Barrage now has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of Arctic Blast and make the next cast with it. Okay, so we definitely want that. Because now, when we use Ice Barrage, or these guys do damage... This could become instant cast.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
And I can sell to you, so... Oh, give me the silk cloth back. We're going to hold on to silk. I can't disenchant any of this. I might be able to disenchant those. Nope. And the reason why I know is because this thing right here has a disenchant value of almost 2 gold, and I can't disenchant it yet. I have a feeling I'm close to it. So we'll wait and see. But anything way above that, I'm dropping. Okay.
Be careful.
So let's see if we can disenchant some of this stuff. Bag. There we go. Now the beauty is disenchanting will always allow us to get increases in enchanting. In case we never have enough stuff for it. Like, okay, I know for a fact we can disenchant that because that's only 36 silver disenchant. What? What do you mean my skill's not high enough? It's a 36 silver disenchant. Requires level 100. Great. 50, 50. Really? Even though the disenchant value is higher. So dumb. Hold on to that. Okay. And giggles, we're going to create all of these. Okay, create all those, at least until it turns away from a color that possibly could give it. Like, I'm okay doing greens. Mainly because I'm trying to disenchant as well. Okay. And boom. Dang, I could be wrong. Maybe we don't get continual stuff from it. Because now that I said it, I haven't gotten a single point from disenchanting, even though I was getting it from there just a minute ago. But I know I can't disenchant this. This needs to be 100 before I can do that.
Greetings. Go with honor.
Right, now we need to do the Reapers. Reapers are way down here. Right? No. Over here. Okay. So we're going to run back up the road here. We're going to turn in the deed and that. We're going to run over here, turn in those, and then we'll run down here and do this. Just turning in quests. It says I have skill to level up. There we go. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. I didn't know I could do that, though. Spell Blight, interrupt spell card, and transfer life. This gives it to my guys. Razor Ice. So that's 2 buffs that I should have been running. 3 buffs that we should be running. Can I run all 3 though? Yeah, it looks like I can.
Hello. Have a good one.
What's your quest,
Well
my
met.
guy? Oh, faster riding. Oh, I have enough for it.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Why not?
For the Alliance.
What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for nothing. I just want to sell to you, lady.
Have a good one.
Okay. Now we just run down here, turn in the patrolling Westfall, and then we can run over here and do this. Go grab those, run up here, do this, and then turn everything in. So. I think when we hit the 2-hour mark for the Necromancer, I was gonna go do some more ESO today, and I still might. I'm thinking about. I have enough currency on ESO to buy 25 boxes. So I'm thinking what we'll do is not only will we continue leveling our healer, maybe, I don't know. We actually might be doing a mage because I'd rather do DPS than heals. Since most of the builds now, because we ran like 3 or 4 dungeons on the healer, something like that. And all of the dungeons we ran, nobody really needed me to be a healer, except for one tank, but that's because he got like way ahead of us and almost died.
See you around.
Lack of communication, unfortunately.
What can I do for you?
The Defiance Brotherhood.
Light
I
bless
had to
you.
pick up that quest too. Or is that the one that takes us out to, hold on. Travel to, yeah, no, we're not doing that one. Okay. So yeah, I'm headed over here, and then we'll just head down there and do those. But yeah, so I think when we hit the 2-hour mark for the Necromancer, I may switch over to the Pyromancer. If I don't, because I'd really love to build a Pyromancer and really let it see if it can do what I want it to do. But if we don't do that, then I will go to ESO. You're level 26? Jeez. You scared me. But he's a rare elite. But yeah, if we go to ESO, it's because I'm going to buy the 25 boxes, and we're going to open them and see if we get anything good out of them. Everything proc. Oh, come on, homie. I still need 4 more. Two more. I'm not even in freaking Reaper form either. Or, Lich form, rather. But yeah, I think maybe, honestly, I'm feeling the Pyromancer. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely going to end up doing ESO, because that's a video I want to do. Where I do the 25, Are there gonna be more Reapers out this way? But I do want to do the video where I open up 25 boxes and see what we get. Because the thing is there's definitely Shifty. Oh, you're a guy you can buy from? Hello? Game? Oh, what do you sell, my dude? Oh, well, nothing I need. But you have a glittery. Nope. I'm not seeing any Reapers out here, so we're gonna go back over here and just wait for the Reapers to respawn. I want to finish that quest before I go do anything else. But yeah, I mean, 25 boxes, that's a ton. And it's not like I'm gonna use that in-game currency for getting anything else. I mean, like, I've got plenty of houses. I don't need any more houses. I don't have a guild, so I don't need to make a guild hall. There's a chest in there. I wonder if there's anything in that house to get. So while we wait for the Reapers. Oh, there is one. Defias Handshake. Pair of gloves. I'd have made that a fist weapon, honestly. Like Defias Brass Knuckles or something. Oh, it is a fist weapon. I thought it was a pair of gloves. We did get some wool cloth from somewhere. We need more of it. Oh, and there's that chest. Ha ha ha. MO dungeon. I don't know what that means. Okay, so what is proccing Lich Frost? I'm not sure why Lich Frost is proccing. Did we get a passive that I'm not aware of? Still this way. Okay, it's not there. Nope. Using life force. Scourge expert training, okay. No idea. I don't know. Okay. Why is it bringing me all the way? Gross. It's not as often as I would like for the proc, but it's not bad though. Like, it happens frequently enough that I can say that it's occurring. What I don't understand is what's causing my Lich Frost to proc. I wonder if it's the same talent. It's just saying, because the Lich Frost one came off way faster. We're gonna check every one of these houses to see if there's any lootables. We haven't gotten a single red silk bandana. Is that... Please don't be in the dungeon. Yeah, it's in the freaking dungeon. Darn it! Yeah, we're abandoning that quest. That's 100% a dungeon quest. Oh! Found one. Old Defias gun. So if you use the pew pew playstyles, there you go. Ooh, got tailoring. We'll learn that here shortly. We're gonna try and disenchant everything. Okay. We need more looters. Still need more looters. Four more, no, six more looters is what we need. Now we just need looters. 4 more to be exact.
You need something?
There's a guy here that sells us stuff. Red linen bag, red linen bag. We'll hold on to the linen cloth, or linen cloth, so that we can try and.
See you later.
Hold on, that is just gold ore. We can sell it.
For the Alliance.
Bag. I wonder, hold on. I'm might be making a mistake here. Okay, now let's see if we get one. Okay, can't disenchant that. That requires... Oh, it just can't be disenchanted. Okay. Still didn't get any increases to enchanting.
Be careful.
But that's fine. Oh, get over there. Ah. Looter. We just need more looters. Then we can go turn all this in. Okay, 3 more looters. Plus we've got still more houses to check out too. Really, bruh? At least one of my guys could see that. They're still testing it. Done with the looters, but I want to see if there are any more lootables available. This I'm not gonna go check because that actually leads to the dungeon, so I'm gonna go check. We've still got that house, the blacksmith station, and that house there. And then we can get the heck out of here. Okay, nothing there. Group. I'm not seeing any sparklies in here, so we can mount up, head back, turn them in. Heading straight there first. Okay. eyes peeled for any sparklies on the way. I like the fact that they added, and I've said this in a lot of the videos, but I like the fact that they added the world loot drop things, because it gives you a reason to explore. It gives you a reason to go out and try and find stuff, and it's awesome and it's great. Now the gear may not be the best, I mean, compared to the fact that we're wearing bind on account gear, you know, but if I wasn't wearing this, you know what I mean, like, this gear might actually help boost me up a little bit.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Oh.
For the Alliance.
Wait,
King's honor, friend.
the People's Militia? The vibrant looting and pillaging the countryside all along the way into southern. We believe they are hiding out in the Dagger Hills. Yeah, we'll grab that.
Light bless you.
I was making sure that wasn't taking us to the dungeon. Because any quest in the dungeon we can do while we're in the dungeon, if that makes sense. Like, we don't need to fill up our quest log with that yet.
Need help? Be careful. Light be with you.
Let's empty out our inventory again. We'll buy those back just cause.
Go with honor, friend.
We want that so that we have more health for our guys. Damage dealt by undead means that it's 20% chance to reduce healing received by 30% for 3 seconds. I don't care about that. Entomb, don't care about that. Channel up to 3 seconds, forcing yourself forward at a gradually increasing speed and rooting enemies you pass through for a short time. While in spell, you're practiced from all physical attacks and spells. We'll actually probably grab that. Just for giggles. Ugh. Okay. Okay. And it wants us to go all down there. Here. Bag, disenchant, you. Ooh. Cannot be disenchanted. So that's sellable.
Well met.
So
For the Alliance.
there we are. We have plenty of material to start enchanting stuff. The problem is I don't want to start enchanting until, like, I could have sworn we got increases to enchanting. Maybe I gotta get to 75 before I can do that, which is the next break point. But, like, that would be the one I would want to do. Yeah, we could do 46 of these, but they'll go green pretty quick. I could make a ton of these, but I don't want to waste the lesser magic essence. And I don't know what these actually upgrade. Do they upgrade the enchant on my gear? They won't work on bind on account stuff. So, like, this is the one that I would want to do to level up. In fact, we'll work on that just a little bit so that we can start disenchanting higher rated stuff. Okay, so let's go enchant. pull up on our character page, bracers, create. It'd be nice if I could find, like, if I could enchant vellum, but I haven't been able to find anybody that sells vellum for me to therefore enchant. We're at 76. And if we're gaining 3 points per enchant, this should get us over 100, as long as this continues to give us exactly 1 point. But enchanting is one of the roughest ones to level, in my opinion. It takes the longest to do. It requires the most material out of all of the professions that we have access to anyway. Jewel crafting is the only one that I think is more expensive than enchanting in terms of material. 97, this is going to hit exactly 100 here. Okay, then we'll do the chest for the last. I really don't want to give up lesser magic essence. Those ones are rough to get. Oh, no, that uses minor essence. Okay. It's exactly 100. 103. Okay, 103 is what we got to, with what we've got, right? So then we're gonna go cookie this book. And we got to where we've got the enchant silver rod now, which requires the silver rod. We need more strange dust. This is why I didn't want to get rid of the essences. This requires essences. But see, like, now a lot of this is going to require greater magic essence, lesser magic essence, strange dust. Honestly, this would probably be the best thing to make in terms of materials. Because, like, this requires a small glimmering shard, small glimmering shard. This is the cheapest out of this group. Same thing. Actually, this is the cheaper one. This one costs 1 extra. This requires lesser and strange dust. So... but the main thing I want to do is I need to get more strange dust and a silver rod. The silver rod we either have to buy or you need to be a blacksmith in order to make. So that's why I tell people all the time, if you run as a group or you're planning to make a guild, assign tasks to people. Be like, you are the minor blacksmith. You are the leather skinner. You are the alchemy herbalist. You are the, you know what I mean? Because number one, that will make your guild more profitable. Number two, you won't have to spend gold in order to buy the food, the enchants, the whatever, right? There's a chest there I want to pick up. So that's my recommendation, is if you are going to make a guild, or you have a group of buddies that you can play with consistently, have everyone have an assigned task, so that it makes sense for y'all to level up. That was fun. I had a whole bunch of Arctic Blasts for free on that one. So, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Arctic Blast is definitely going to be the way to go. Heavy woolen cloak. Go ahead and learn that. Disenchant both of these. Yay, strange dust. We'll go back to Stormwind here shortly and see if we can get Silver Rod. Loot man, do your job. Some of the top necromancers I've seen, by the way, while playing, they are Frost Necros, but they also have a veritable army of minions. So it tells me as we get closer to 60, we're definitely going to get more summons. Now, how many total we get, I think is 5? I'm not 1,000% sure on that. Tell me, you gotta stop jumping. Trinket. An extremely potent, thunderous alcoholic beverage. Don't drink, kids. It's not cool. Increases stamina by 7 for 1.5 minutes. So a minute and a half, you get an HP buff. Knuckle Duster that we need. So we need 1 more Pathstalker and 4 more Highwaymen to finish this quest. And then we'll go back to Stormwind and see if we can get our Silver Rod. And we're still waiting on a dang Dungeon. Ooh. Waiting on a healer and a tank. Good lord. Alright, there's the last Pathstalker we needed. I didn't hear it do the bow announcement. That's weird. Do I want to get your quest? What is your quest?
How are you?
Sweet Amber, and Thunder Brew Lager. No thanks.
Off with you.
I'm good there. There's 15. We can get that guy out of here. Where's my Hearthstone take me? Goldshire? Ugh. I think we'll fly to Stormwind and reset our Hearthstone there. Tell you what, so on here on Ascension WoW, like I said, in 30 minutes we're gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna go get food and shower and clean up and all that fun stuff. Yay! But, when we come back, we're actually going to start leveling our Pyromancer a little bit more. I really want to give the Pyromancer a good solid attempt. Like I've leveled it to level 10 and went, it's so slow. But I want to give it a real solid attempt. We're gonna do the one that spreads fire. I don't want to do well, I don't know. We'll look at them again because I've got it to level 10, but then I stopped doing anything with it. But there's two main builds that I want to look at. Number one is, do we want to try and do the one that does all the heavy hits that needs to be medium range? Or
What can I do for you?
do yeah, we'll just grab
Go
that
with
one.
honor, friend.
And then we don't need that quest. Or do we want to look at going and doing the one that just spreads dot damage everywhere? Because honestly, I think the dot damage one, if we're going to be doing dungeons
See you around.
or even Mana Storm to level, is the bigger priority. So I don't know. Rawr. Saw a chest over there. It's such an interesting flight path. To get to Stormwind City. Because, like, honestly, I don't know why they make this, like, it has this weird loop that it does, when it could literally just come straight out and then head straight that way. It'd make the flight path way faster. But I don't control all that, so I don't know. Whole reason we were coming here was to get the inn.
Open for business.
Okay. Let's disenchant what we can. I don't know why my destruction bar is not coming up anymore. Like, add-ons. I don't know. No idea. There it goes. See what all it will let me. Oh, that was the other thing we were going to do here is buy the silver rod. If there's any available that aren't going to cost us an arm and a leg. It's a bummer that none of this gave us a thing. Buy. Actually, go browse. Yeah, 3 gold, 7 gold. So dumb. All right, so then enchant. That's the cheapest. You can do 10 of those or 7 of those. Now it's 7 of those or 4 of these. I can now do 9 of those or 4 of these. Can I take this and break it down? No. There used to be a way to do that, I believe. Yeah. I'll wait until we get some more stuff. Some more materials. The only reason to do quests right now is to get low-level enchanting materials. That used to only be available through the cards that Blizzard used to sell years and years ago. Blizzard tried to get into the trading card arena, but I think they took it one step too far, and this is what caused it to fall. They not only could you buy their trading cards so you could trade with people. It wasn't like combat cards like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or Digimon or any of that kind of stuff, right? They wanted their trading cards to be 100%. We're actually going to go to Lakeshire, so the first thing I want to do... Or do we want to go to Darkshire? What level are we? 24? Yeah, we'll go to Darkshire. could do a leveling with these guys. But we've got 20 minutes left. But yeah, so the downfall to Blizzard's cards was they went from it trying to be a trading card game where I could trade you cards to where there were codes on the cards, and some of the codes would give you in-game loot. But here's the problem: once the code was used, whether it gave you anything or not, the card was useless. So even if I put in the code and then I traded you the card, if you tried to put in that code, it would say it was already used. So what was ending up happening is we had a lot of people that would get these cards for the super awesome items like the rideable chicken mount, and they would use the code for their account, and then they would try and sell them on eBay for, you know, 10, 20 bucks, whatever. And people would buy these things up and they get pissed off because the code wouldn't work. And so that's what caused the Blizzard card game to fall short. Shortly after that, or it was like right around the same time, they came out with Hearthstone too. So should we do 20 minutes? Yeah, you know what? We'll do it. Maybe this is silly, but does what does aura mean in this context? Because I've seen a lot, and I doubt we're talking about devotion or... Yeah. You know what? We'll go. They're needing 3 more people. These 2. We're gonna pick up
Can I help you?
quests. We may not be able to do all the quests here just because of how high level everything can be. This is a zone for 25 to 30 technically in base game or retail, whatever you want to call it. So
How are you? See you later.
okay, must be downstairs, like kitchen area. It's rare to have quests in the kitchen, so I didn't think to go in the kitchen.
Well met. Be careful.
And does this tell me downstairs? No? Okay, so it was just the one quest. It was just bugged. And showed two quests in here. Oh, still need 3 people because somebody left. Just need 3 people.
You need something? Farewell. Safe travels.
Two people, 1 person.
What can I do for you?
Trying to run around, grab quests, and be a helpful member of
honor,
WoW
friend.
society.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
I don't know if any of these require us to go to different zones. I'm literally just picking everything up, and then we'll figure that out afterwards. So we have a turn in, inside, and another quest giver.
You need something? Safe travel.
That quest.
King's honor, friend.
Jeez, so many quests, man. And look at this. 23, 20, 25, 28, 24 plus. This means this is a dungeon or a boss. Assassinate ward in the storm. Yeah, see, this is a boss. Crime and punishment we actually don't need. So I'm going to abandon this one. And that's that guy right there. So we don't need that. And then there is a quest over here. Yes, I'm ready to go. There's a restart in 26 minutes, so... Yes, ready, let's go. Let's do this.
Welcome to the Mana Storm! I'll be your guide on... Well, not really. I have no idea how deep this thing goes. Right, one portal coming up.
Quest item, and these can come down here so that they are out of the way for any loots that we get. So we'll go until there's the server restart. Let's cancel this one again. Let's take that.
Now we're cooking.
Wow, we got a lot of rocks on that one.
Who's bad? That's right, we bad.
That was good. We got so many rocks on that.
Who dares awaken Arcadus?
The problem with this boss fight is his shield. Because he doesn't summon enough guys early on to break the shield. So you see here, this is a attrition fight this early on. got him down below half health. Why am I not? I wasn't moving. Still not. My animation jacked up. Getting so many rocks, I love this. We're gonna take him down before he loses his shield. He hasn't even started until he loses his shield.
Alright, one portal coming up.
So we leveled up to 25. Go tanks. Go tanks. Oh, hello. Friendly guys doing that, so get out of that. Come on, everybody. Looks like I'm the only necro here. Which is cool, I mean. I was hoping to show you, because there's actually a better build for this. For mana storms, like if your goal is to do mana storms, leveling, your best bet is to go with the death magic so you can spread your stuff faster.
That's how you do it. One portal coming up.
Your dot damages, you can actually spread them super fast. No. Okay. We're apparently all going this way. There's an easier way to get to the boss, and you actually just go out and around. I mean, if you guys have seen me do mana storms before, it's super simple. We have one guy that's just offline. Let's practice. it. Throw this.
Lights out. You folks are unstoppable.
Look at that, got all the way up to rank 5 because of Ice Barrage and Arctic Blast proccing. And we're level 25, about to hit level 26. Good there. Stop stopping, tanks. Gee. About 14 minutes left.
Down and out. Let's roll.
What was that? What did I just get? I want that one. And that one. We just picked up something though. But I didn't see what it was. Animate a skeletal smith to repair. Oh. Alright, so what this does is animate a skeletal smith that can repair the equipment of allies for 30 seconds. Now it's you gotta click it and do it very quickly, but it's primarily just gonna be for me. But that's actually unique. That's fun. What professions would be good for a necromancer? This is the most annoying area, to be honest, just because of, like, you have to wait, and there's no shortcut to the thing. So you have to constantly, like, if you hug this corner, you should be able to just not make anybody on the other side mad. in a mana storm, if you're the tank, just go. Make sure you have healers if you're the one who put the party together. Or if you're not the person to put it together, go, hey, who's my healer? And then as soon as they say something, just go, hey, I'm going to be clicking it. FYI.
That's how you clear a room.
And
Great
then
job, team.
just go. Where'd they put the portal? There we go. We got 10 minutes left. I'll be honest, we're actually moving and grooving. We're doing more damage than I anticipated us doing in here. Typically, when I do these things, I'll see like 2 necros in here that are doing death magics. And I'm pleasantly surprised at how much damage we're actually doing.
One portal coming up.
Alright. 8 minutes left. Here we go. Apparently my summon appears at some point.
Alright, one portal coming up.
I was definitely correct in saying that these 2 are our biggest skills. 7 minutes left. Come on, tank, just run it. Come on, go tanks, go. Go tanks, go. Thank you. Dang, all my skellies went down again. Crap, it's because they're still in tank mode. there is a skill that we're going to get eventually that allows us to split off our Arctic Blast into multiple attacks. That will be really handy later on. Now we're taking on the boss guy. Minutes left. Come on. This one's a long one too, but that's fine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. It is still very straightforward. There is no ability to sneak around. So many procs for Arctic Blast, that was insane.
Lights out. You folks are unstoppable.
Gotten quite a few caches. We're not going to be able to complete this. I don't think. We might be able to complete this boss if we can do it in essentially a minute. There's no way we're doing this in 30 seconds. Either everybody's leaving or they're just jumping to jump. We'll sit here. We'll take the 15 seconds to destroy these. Click this. Leave Mana Storm. Yes. There we go. 8,000 more Bonzo bolts. And 1,800 marks of ascension. All right. Well, as you guys saw, that is going to be it for a minute. I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to clean up and do some showering and what have you. And then we're going to be back and we're going to work on the Pyromancer next. So I want to see how well he works after getting him up a little bit more. Because level 10, man, is he... Yeah. We'll look at the builds on those guys and whatnot. I'm also going to be posting out a video here shortly for ESO, where I open up 25 loot crates for those guys. So stay tuned for that as well. Other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, heroes.